So it just started to rain. It is week 2 of Ayurveda of my Ayurvedic practitioner studies, and today we started our Yotisa class. What is Yotisa? That is Vedic astrology. And so today we just went over a lot of the astronomy, so kind of a refresher on the different planets, where they are compared to each other, the size differences, and also like our galaxy, our universe, dark energy, all of that like astronomy, full factual stuff. So it's really cool seeing too, like a lot of astrology, like everyone looks at astrology like, oh my gosh, that's so woo-woo. And astrology is so mathematical in so many different ways, and it has been observed through thousands of years of human behavior and how these planets affect us. And so I'm really excited to learn and just understand and start grasping a lot of these kind of obscure topics. And yeah, it's really exciting, such a blessing to be in a class with so many people that are so interested in learning the topic too. And yeah, it's really starting to rain. I love the rain. Oh no, I just realized my book's getting rained on. I brought out my textbook and my journal to study, but that isn't gonna happen right now. Awkward. Fortunately, like there's like this little like shelf thingy, so I just tucked it under there right now. But I love the rain, and also every time it starts to rain, it is like a mandatory, I must go run in it or do some sort of whirl or something because I love the rain. So it is still week 2, day 2 of classes. We're now on like the schedule where I have classes twice a week, and then we'll also have meditation and chanting, I think once a month. And so I'm really looking forward to those. We also have, they have their student clinic coming up this weekend, so I'll get to sit in on that, so that'll be cool just to observe and be a part of those sessions in some way. And so I got off of work around 1:30. It's now about like 2:30ish. So I am going to just take this little in-between time between work and school to clean, because things get dirty so easy. They get dirty so fast. So yeah, it's time for a deep clean, get things refreshed and feeling good, and yeah. Today's class will be fundamentals of Ayurveda, also with the same woman that is teaching Yotisa, so I'm really excited. And just, I say that every time in every single way. I'm excited, but like I'm like a little puppy that's like, oh my god, throw the stick again, like let's go, I'm excited. So yeah, should be good. And so I'll report back on how that class went, and yeah, gonna go clean, do some dishes, do some organizing, and yeah. So I just got done with the first day of the fundamentals of Ayurveda, and oh my gosh, this stuff just makes my brain so happy. Like, and it's so cool because on my own, I've been studying the fundamentals of Ayurveda for like the last year and a half, and it blows my mind how much you can see the macro and microcosm of things, because like you read a sentence of information, it's like, oh yes, it makes sense, and then you go over it again, and then it goes even deeper and deeper, but then at the same time it's all so simple. And that's just every time. Being able to look at the world, to study Ayurveda, which means to study the way of living, the way of life, the science of living in life, and to really see the 5 elements and how they play in everything, and how it becomes so complex but so simple, and it makes my brain so happy. But on another note, to play fetch with this one. He is very serious about his fetchies. Holy guacamole! And just like that, it is the end of the 2nd week of school. My mind is blown every day. Every day. It's crazy. Today was the last day of student clinic, and so I am a super fresh student, so I was just assistant, meaning that I asked the occasional question. Other than that, the lead students, 2nd and 3rd year and 4th year students, got to kind of lead the clinic, lead the client through things, and I'm just amazed. It is so incredible to see people wanting to better their health, that are on a journey of advocating for themselves and for themselves, and finding people that are actually listening and hearing them and are like, we support you, we're going to be here for you every step of the way. And it's just a really beautiful thing to witness. And it's so heartbreaking to hear how many people go in to, an allopathic doctor and say, hey, like, I'm dealing with this, this, and this. And they're like, okay, take this pill, and this pill. And then other than that, it's not really addressed. And it doesn't help the root cause. And then also hearing people that are like, okay, I'm weaning off medication on my own. I let my doctor know. And so the doctor knows that they're weaning off medication, and then there's no assistance afterwards. And so that's just really just further cements, like, I am so grateful to be studying Ayurveda with Ayurved Sadhana and Dr. V and everyone there, and just really help people and to help people help themselves and to really learn and study this life and the way we interact with everything and how it affects our health and our well-being. And yeah, this week was absolutely magical. I cried, just teared up, came to tears multiple times, just thinking about how absolutely grateful and just I feel like I have been just really dreaming of so many of the things that have happened this past week and just really hoping they would come to this physical plane. And being able to share time after clinic yesterday, me and my two other classmates, now friends, we walked to the park and we sat and we sat on this bench and watched the pond and all these geese, and we got to see a hawk that just landed and just stayed there and was looking, and that was just so I don't know, it's just all these little things, and just really being able to study with people that that are studying the same thing. So and just like that, it is week 3. Crazy. Class is about to start, second class of Yotisa, and yeah, I'm excited to see what today's class is about, what we get talking about. And yeah, I'm just gonna journal a little bit, drawing always helps my brain capture information. If I'm not drawing, it's a 50-50. So yeah. So it is week 4 of classes. I just woke up, super sleepy. I'm getting ready to do some at-home work before I then do some schoolwork. I'm gonna go around to at least one yoga studio today to apply. And I've just been slowly getting my resume out there, and yeah, we'll see how that goes. Fingers crossed. And I also, let's see, tomorrow will be Yotisa, Yotish, and that, yeah, it's been really fun to learn. So I'll report back more on that tomorrow. Then we'll have fundamentals. I'm slowly working on my history of Ayurveda research paper. So we'll see. One whole month. 1 month of school done, and wow, oh my goodness, a whole month of just my brain going, oh my god, this is amazing, ow, this hurts, it hurts. So, oh my goodness, I'm so grateful to have found Ayurveda sadhana, and I know I say that every video clip, but I'm just so grateful for right now, and to be learning alongside with the people that I'm learning with, and just I love studying life, and it's really beautiful to study life through the elements and just see how it's all intrinsically connected. And my mind is just blown, and I am always just so amazed by the synchronicities of this world, because I started my Ayurvedic practitioner studies and honestly just going into the whole holistic integrative health realm with the idea of understanding and helping people with mental health struggles, with addiction struggles, and also women's health. And so these are like my three main areas of focus. Of course, open to all of the areas within the study, because I think we all know that sometimes the path we think we're on, sometimes we end up going and veering the other way. So of course open, but those are like my three main areas, right? And so I have just been so amazed when I first went to started looking at going to Ayurveda Sadhana. I knew that Dr. Bharat was also an MD, or is also an MD. And what I didn't realize is that he's an OBGYN. And that just blew my mind, where I'm like, oh my God, he specializes in women's health. Like, this is incredible. And he also has an entire class on the Manashastras, which is Ayurvedic psychology, which is like impossible to find. And so also was just like, this is incredible. And then I also found out that Miss Gia Lisa Cron works with people with addiction at times. I'm not sure, like, that I just briefly heard that, like, we talked about it, and so I don't know all the details, but so just to find out where it's like those three main areas that like I've kind of struggled finding people to learn under with that, like, I'm just so grateful and just so excited to really see how these principles and how understanding the elements can really help women's health, mental health, addiction, all of these things. And one thing I love, like Gia has said it a lot, and Dr. V, where these things prove themselves. These principles and studies within Ayurvedic medicine of observing the elements within every single thing, from the food we eat to our personality types, to our body types, to everything around us, to the times of day, to the seasons. These 5 elements correlate to every single thing. And once you start observing these qualities, you start to see it in everything. And the science, it continues to prove itself over and over and over again. And it takes these really complex medical issues, these really complex just issues in general, and helps simplify them in a way where you can get an idea of what is being influenced. And that just makes my brain just so excited and so happy. And one thing I've heard Dr. V utter a lot is, it's not West or East science. Science is the pursuit of truth. We're all trying to observe the truth of life, of reality, and sometimes we just have different ways of doing that. And so I'm just so grateful to continue going on this journey and to keep making videos and spread information as I learn it. And of course, I'm learning, so I'm sure some things I'll have to go back and be like, okay, actually, I understood that wrong, which happens as we learn. So I'm sure that'll happen quite a few times. We'll see. But yeah, thank you for coming along on this journey. And that is 1 whole month of the Ayurvedic Practitioner Studies. And I've got the next 4 years to go. And so I'll keep reporting back. And thanks again so much for joining.